I'm gonna focus on my ABS relocation. If you know these cars, the ABS was pretty much sitting right in this area. So I'm gonna move it and relocate it right here. So I'm gonna have it sit right here, somewhere right here. This is a stock, these are the stock ABS lines. So I'm trying my best to reuse them. So I'm gonna carefully bend them the way I want it to. And so these lines are pretty much for the back. This runs all the way to the, yeah, these runs all the way to the back. All right, so I separated the ABS and the secondary one from this bracket right here. So I won't be needing this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this, let's see, I have a paper here that shows everything. Let's see if we can, alright, so I wrote everything down before I took everything off. So you can see that VL, VR, HR, HL, and all that crap, basically marked them. You can see VL, VR, VLP, and all that crap. These are the OEM lines. So I'm gonna try to put these back where they came from. So okay, I pretty much got everything installed. I lost all my footage that I've made throughout the whole process of doing that, but I'm just gonna summarize what I pretty much did based off this chart that I made right before I removed it. I have everything labeled like VL, VR, HR, HL, VLP, and all that crap. It's labeled right there. You'll know what is what and what to plug in what. And I have a diagram. I made a little diagram. I don't know if you can understand it, but it basically flows with everything I've labeled. And so let's start with the rear brakes. The rear brakes is coming. These are the two rear brakes. They're gonna come from right here. You can see these two lines. It's gonna be right there. They're gonna come right there. So I pretty much bend them to come all the way up this hole right here, which is that hole right there. They pretty much came up. I bend it. It was so long to the fact that I kind of bend it and make it make a C and come in here. So I re-bend the rears. The rears are in that one, HR and HL, which I have on my chart. Rear right brakes and rear left brakes. So I have those plugged in, and I have the fronts, which is the VL and VR, which is right here. These two right here. See, focus. Okay, VL and VR. This is the right side of the car, so it's coming from here, and the other one is coming from right here. So I have it ran up in the hole. It's coming through that hole right there. It's coming through that hole and right into here, and that side is coming through this hole. With this one, it has a U. So it comes where the stock, this is where the stock location was. So the way they had it ran, comes all the way up here, comes through here, all the way this way. It comes somewhere and through right here. But I made a U bend. Pretty much made a U right here, bend it, come back, go under here, up through here, into here. All right, so we got the fronts in and the rears. Now for the VLP and the HZ2. So I'm gonna show you what goes into what. So this is the VLP. So the VLP is gonna go back into the secondary compartment. This is a secondary. You can see that's a secondary, and this nipple that's coming out of the fat one, I don't know what it is, but it's coming out of here. I pretty much reused that line. I went underneath here, bend it, and it comes right in here. So the reason why I labeled it the right of the brake booster is because if you're standing right here, it's the right of the brake booster. Okay, so the right of brake booster goes straight into the secondary part of the ABS, again, which I labeled. And for the VLP, it's gonna go straight into this fat thing right here. You can see that I have it labeled VLP, goes from the fat thing to the VLP. So it's a short line because it was right here. It wasn't really a long line. So if you can make your own line, you can easily just loop it, you know, a nice crossover. But I reused the OEM one, so I just bend it this way and come back right in this one. So I got that down, and I got the one that was right of the ABS. Boom, that's issued as well. So right of brake res, and that fat nipple goes into VLP. And for this one, it's gonna go into HZ2. So HZ2 goes into the left of the brake reservoir. If you can see from this side, left of brake, well, brake booster, right of brake booster. So this is left, it's gonna go from the left. I pretty much looped it underneath to go into HZ2. So got everything wired up in there. This hose is gonna go into the brake reservoir. Boom, that's completed. And last but not least, I have to, this is the main feed. Your main feed is gonna be the biggest line. So it's gonna come from your brake reservoir into that little nipple, this black nipple right here. So this one is gonna go straight into your main feed, which is coming from your brake reservoir, which is this right here. This was the original line because it was exactly, it was something like this. So yeah, it was something like this. I believe it ran underneath here and was like that. I honestly forgot how it was, but it was that long. You have to shorten that. So my plan is to slice it in half, maintaining this hose because I like this hose better. Plus, it goes straight into there. So it's gonna go straight into here. You have to figure out, you have to make your own hose. So I'm gonna try and reuse a hose when I slice this in half. I'm gonna reuse a hose, connect it to there, straight into my main feed. So that takes care of that. And my next, what's my next plan? Okay, to finish this up is a wiring. The ABS wiring is right down here. I have it just chilling down here. So this goes into your ABS. This one goes into the secondary. No, not the secondary one. Does it? For this one, this right here. This is gonna be your sensor for that. The sensor for this is gonna be this guy right here for your secondary one as well. So my plan is to drill a big hole, probably make this bigger, or drill a hole right here somewhere and just run it up underneath here, connect it into there, connect it into that, and connect it into this. And my ground, it does have a ground wire for something, so I'm just gonna ground it to this right here, and my ABS relocation should be complete. So that's that. If you have any concerns or anything like that, you can just let me know down below, anything like that. But some people make new lines, some people don't. Some people were able to retain the OEM one, so I was that person to maintain the OEM one. If it becomes an issue where, you know, like, you know, it was too much bends, or, you know, it doesn't flow really well, then I'll just go ahead and remake all my lines, make them shorter or something like that. But this works, so I'm gonna run with it. This is gonna be it for the video, pretty much. In the next video, I'm gonna explain what's gonna be dropped into this beautiful engine bay. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see that, and I'll see you guys then.